This is a special situation. This alligator is trained. I've worked with him for many, many years. He knows his name. He comes when he's called. He understands the tour in its entirety. He knows what he's supposed to do today. He has a job, and he knows to do his job. You go try this in the wild, it's not going to go very well for you.
It's very safe. You're with a very good expert. Been following him for like 2-3 years. Never any problems. I'd say if anything, this would probably get you more comfortable, and then you'd learn a lot more too as well. When he threw a treat, I gotta see, like, his mouth open underwater. You can get a pretty good view of everything. Oh, and then with the way that the net and everything works, I guess you're able to get a lot closer now, and so that was very awesome.
It's just, I've never been that close to a predator before, and to really feel it, you know what I mean? It's different. Definitely a good experience though.
I really love being able to offer this experience for people because it gives them a view of an animal that you'll never have, well, probably never have without living to talk about it, okay? So it's a really unique experience, but also very educational, and these animals are often, villainized, they're maligned. People think that they're mindless killing machines, and then you do this and you see, oh my God, he's better trained than most people's dogs. And when you see them underwater and the way they move, they glide so effortlessly, it's really beautiful to see, and it gives people a very unique perspective on the wildlife. So a lot of people ask, how am I safe when I have no safety net? I'm in there with the alligator. What if he snaps? What if one day he just decides he wants to grab me? He's tried many times. The alligators I work with are wild animals. They come in from the wild. I didn't raise him from a baby. So I catch wild alligators as a trapper. I remove them out of backyards, and they're gonna throw everything they have at you because they think you're trying to kill them, so they're gonna try to kill you first. So even though I work with a trained animal who is very calm, I train him from being a completely wild animal, so I have to be capable of handling anything he can throw at me, and I am, because I've caught literally thousands of wild alligators. So I don't want people to see this and be like, oh look, it's trained and now it's safe. It's like, no, he's trained, but the public is still behind a safety net, and for me to be able to do this, I have to know how to handle a completely wild alligator. The state kills about 7,000 to 8,000 nuisance alligators every year. Wow. That's a lot of dead alligators. Okay, and it's not because we have nuisance gators, it's more like we have nuisance people. So most alligator attacks that we get are where somebody's been feeding the alligator. Like, that really does happen very often, and then you're feeding the alligator, you're breaking its natural behavior, you're teaching it to see people as food, you are inadvertently training the gator to come at you to try to eat you, and then it does bite somebody and everybody's like, oh my God, it attacked. It's like, no, you taught it to do that by feeding it, And so people just understand, never ever feed them. It's against the law to do so. That would solve a lot of the problem.